Hi, this is Curt and welcome to another edition of Fire Law Roundup.
Okay, so we covered this one before. FDNY Firefighter is indicted for credit card theft. I don't know if this was the same one we covered.
No, it's not. That was my point. No,
Yeah.
This was the one we covered like 3 weeks ago, was in St. Louis.
Yeah, but same
And
thing.
I found another one. We can't cover all of them, but there was another one.
Stop
I'm
stealing.
saying the facts sound familiar. It's like we just talked about this. It was St. Louis.
So a firefighter, goes to response, takes a guy's wallet, and starts charging it the next day. Don't do that. You're going to go to jail. There's no way you're not getting caught at some point. Just don't. But he's charged with grand larceny in the 4th degree, attempted identity theft in the 2nd degree, identity theft in the 3rd degree, criminal impersonation, official misconduct. I mean, holy cow. Just don't.
You wonder if maybe our standards are coming down a little bit, or whether this stuff has been going on all along. Who knows? But, if we've got folks, we go into people's homes where, the people may have passed away. We have so much access to people's property that we can't afford to have people that have a proclivity to engage in this kind of behavior.
And look, for everybody, you should be running background checks. In New York, it's very difficult because our Division of Criminal Justice Services has not authorized full background checks with fingerprinting. And so you can look at other states. We haven't authorized that, which, I listen to people like Gordon Graham, and he talks about, your next terrorist is coming from inside the firehouse. And yet, in many states, I don't know what it's like in Rhode Island or anywhere else, but we can't do full criminal background checks.
It's very progressive. And I think the folks, and it's well-intentioned. This is not about intent, okay? It's about understanding what a firefighter does, where we end up at 2 o'clock in the morning, or more particularly 5 o'clock in the morning. We used to call it DOA hour. And you're in somebody's apartment and they're dead. And you're there waiting for the cops. And if you were the type of person that is willing to steal, you just struck pay dirt. And
oh my God, right.
We can't, there's a lot of things that we can tolerate in the fire service, but thieves is not one of them. We cannot have thieves. There's too much opportunity. And I think the progressive have their agenda. I understand the agenda. I agree with parts of the agenda, but when it comes to criminal backgrounds, we have to be careful about who we put in this position. And this also goes for officers supervising firefighters as well. But the fact that these things are happening is concerning.
And it's interesting, there's some states, for example, I think I was just working with a department in Nevada, and Nevada has a very strict law about criminal background and history for EMTs, but not for firefighters. They've got this great scheme that does background checks, and you have to have a certain license and all this great stuff for EMTs. Yet firefighters first of all, firefighters could be EMTs. Maybe that solves part of it. But as you said, we're in homes. The people are on the front lawn are not home at all. And we're walking around. They're not going to discover their stuff's missing maybe forever. And we're everywhere in the house. Oh, I'll go left to the bedroom. You go right, search there. I mean, we have such an opportunity for theft. So my hopes, and every couple of years, maybe this will renew my attempt in New York. Every couple of years, I try to get to legislatures. Will you please pass a law allowing us to do a federal full background check, fingerprints and everything? I had one department, I'll tell you, who really wanted to do it. They couldn't figure out how to get background checks. And I said, easy, mandate everyone has to apply for a gun permit.
I like it.
That's what we did.
I like it.
You must apply for a gun permit whether you want one or not. So then we had the full background check.
Then we can do a full, because we don't like people who have guns. So
or don't have guns, either way. But in any event, look, and there's an 8-factor federal test, right, that everyone should know, where they have to look at the crime and is the crime compatible with the fire and EMS service, and how long ago was it? And the one thing I always tell my clients is, listen, if you've got a petty larceny, I don't care if you stole a pack of gum and it's within the last 5 years, right? Even if you're totally clear with everything else, that's incompatible. That person cannot come into the fire service yet. But how do we know? We have no way to do it. So I doubt there's any senators or assemblymen listening, but if you are, change the damn law. We need this. And it is a terrorism issue at some point.